So today I decided to redraw one of my drawings back in 2021. Let's go. Okay, now let's do the flip test. Oh, okay, her eyes uneven and her lips. Okay, let me fix that. I also make her eye a little bit smaller. Oh, okay. This is our before and after. A little bit better. Okay, this is way too hard to record, so I'm gonna put it. Ta-da! And here we go. Professional. Since I dramatically zoomed this in, we lost a lot of details, so I'm gonna kind of retrace all those details to make them sharper. So as you can see, it's very pixelated, so for me to remove that without, of course I would have to paint over it still and fix it, but the best way to make it doesn't look pixelated and low quality is to blur it out so the pixels blend together, and now I can go over it to sharpen the details. Let me see. Actually, I was just trying to see whether I needed to repaint the lips. I think I just paint over it actually, instead of creating the new layers for it. Let me remove them then. Just focus on one little thing that I have. I used to like big shadows big highlights for the eyes, but I'm not too much of that anymore. I think minimal highlight goes a long way. So what I'm doing right now is blurring out that highlight. Bye-bye. So I can add my own highlight later. So there will still be highlight. Don't worry. Sharpen it here. And then I will go over. Actually, for the lashes, I will have a different layer for it because when I blend in the eyelid, the lash will be affected. So let me do that now. 5. When I draw the back to the skin layer, I will blur out the old lashes so it doesn't look like odd. Now I want this to be, want her eyelid to be more defined. That's just when I should move the lashes a bit up so it fits, you know. Want to see before after? Boom. Wait. Oh, this is okay. boom, boom. So after recording for I don't know how long, I somehow realized that, oh, how about I just make a YouTube video for this. So now, that's why now you see it's in landscape mode. I'm sorry. Actually, her eyes need some color. Let me pick this from here and then give her some blood in her eyes. Now make it a bit smaller for the detail. Not too much though, because now she went from alive to bleeding out. Sorry. Lightly, do not press hard. Very lightly. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, the lashes that I drew way earlier, not it, right? So I'm gonna move it so it match with the lower lash line, like this one over here. Oh, look at it coming together. Looking more normal now, right? This one, same thing. Bit up. And since the back, they are quite blurry. Actually, let me add some lashes here. She needs some. Okay, note to self. Do not add lashes too early next time. It's gonna mess up the thing. Now I have to redo it. I think I heard someone opening my door. Let me go check real quick. I'm back, y'all. I'm alive. It's just my cat playing with my scale. Weird, right? It makes, when it drops, it makes the same sound as someone opening the door. So, I mean, unlocking the door. So, let me blur it just a tad so it's not too sharp. That looks unnatural, right? There we go. Let me add some detail to the lips before I add highlights. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I don't know if I should keep the juiciness of her lips, because this girl's the original one, not the original, I mean the old version of it. Her lip is plump. You see like the curve over here? I don't know. Maybe I'll keep that, because why not, right? I don't know if I love this color too much. The pinkness of this. I'm just afraid it looks unnatural on the rest of the tone of the drawing. So how do we test this? Once again, let's have a layer on top. I think I want overlay. No, maybe soft light. Let's test a different color, maybe a bit less saturated. Let me use brush all over it so you can test it out. Correct? Yes, that's how you do it. I kind of like how it looks, but it might be too dark, right? So now ha, guess what? I like the original better. What a waste of my time. Okay. Now let's move on to the highlight. My favorite. I like using the flat brush, which is the original, like from Procreate. Can't even see. Never mind. So I like the highlight to be smaller now instead of giant highlight like how it used to be. Dot, 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 dot. Yes, very tiny dot. I saw some artists does that. Honestly, they only use 3 dots, but that thing was so powerful. I can't do that. I don't know why when I do that it looks not as stand out. I think it's just the rendering skill in general that they're already too good at it. And I think my dot's too small. Let me make it bigger and then slightly around to create that illusion of shining, like that. That's how I do the lips. Oh god, look at that, juicy, so simple, like that. Look at that. It adds everything to it. I used to be pretty big on glitter and highlights and all that, but look at this. I love it. This is without, with it. Oh, she's awake. So see, let me show you the difference between the old highlight and the new one. This is the old. Look how big and is a lot, right? So it doesn't feel as illuminated. I don't even know what the word is, but now you pay more attention to where the light is and it doesn't distract the viewers from the main details, if that makes sense. And now I just noticed her eye looks weird. Let me fix that. This one looks like she has so many lines over here. You can clearly tell the artist is confused. Shaking my head. Look at the unevenness. So I'm blending it out so it doesn't have that harsh line. It looks like she doesn't sleep, so just like me, haha. So let me add a brighter color with more saturated. Not this brush. That brush is good when you did the basic shading at the beginning steps, but not the rendering, at least for my kind of art style. It just doesn't fit too well. I'm just brightening up the under eyes area, just like you put concealer on your makeup. Adding the light here makes your nose more defined as well. So like that. I think her eyebrows a bit too high. So lookify. Lower, lower, lower. Oh, okay. Let me do the flip test. Oh god, see? You should flip all the time. Now she looks a little bit uneven.
No, you're not. It looks from far away.
Also, it doesn't look like she's looking at the same direction, so I'm pushing it in. Oh, okay, I see it. It's the pupil here is not centered too. She looks more normal now. Okay, now flip her back. Now I'm gonna add the hair details. Do not want to mess up the underneath area, so I'm putting it on the layer on top. I'll use more of a neutral, the mid shade here, instead of the lighter one or the darker one, you know. So she also has this thing here. And to more some lighter, some definition for this one. This one is darker, so pick a darker color. You know, like hair to create that like soft movement and stuff. Remember, it goes away from each other and then clump together. It's not like, so her hair is not wet, that's why it's like flowy. So you see it's a bit thicker here, like it's spread out and then go in together and then a little bit spread out the bottom. Same thing here, together, spread out, together, you know, something like that. Just play with it. So I'm just like kind of going over the shadow. I think I'm pretty happy with how I used to draw hair, so it's not much to add except for some more extra details. Let's see before and after. Boom. Her hair looks messier. So whenever I change something, I make a duplicate just in case, you know? So what I want to do here is lose this shine a little. So when my new shine that I'm gonna add in a bit, it will become more prominent. And I will still add some hairspray in here actually. You know. Whoop. Layers. Oh my god. Something like that. And then you go with this color again, using the same brush to create like, not like that, like overlapping hair piece. Like that. Like, you know, hair doesn't stay in place all the time unless you put layers of hairspray on it. So go to the layer that we use. We would want to have it as highlight like this. So don't go over the dark line here because this is your hair sectioning. And then scribble here. Boom. And then we use the smudge tool for the same brush. This one. I'm waiting for the airplane to go away. Okay. Make sure that you just brush. Imagine like brushing your hair along the way of where the hair was growing, flowing. That makes sense. Some of them you can spread out a bit longer to make it natural, so they're not on the same length all the time. She needs some shadow in her forehead, but you don't want to lose this definition, but just darker, right? So what you're gonna do, multiply, and then you can either pick the same color of the skin, boom, and then brush it around here. It looks muddy, so what you want is, let's see, either alpha lock it and then choose a different color, maybe make it a bit more saturated, a bit pinker, brush over it. Ew, let me plan it out, but you get the idea. Just for that part up there, no further. Leave her forehead bright, okay? Just the upper part. I think her forehead is a bit too... Is it? Let me move it down a little. I'm just selecting the hair, the layer of the hair thing. So let me shrink her forehead a little. And her chin. I think this part here needs to be fixed. I think the start of her neck is too small. That makes sense. I need to fix the hand just a little bit. It's too red here. So I'm just blending using the... This part looks great. I don't know how I did that. Good job, Lola. Are her nails too long? I mean her... Okay, I see it now. I see how wrong it looks. So this part from here. Yeah, but this one, look, it's how tremendously long. And then this is longer than the nails, so we fixing that. Again, duplicate the layer just in case so I don't lose it. Think I need to push the hand up a little so this part doesn't look tremendously long too. What happened here? Okay, you can see it go too far that it moved the whole drawing up, so I wouldn't have to fill that in. Okay, a bit better. Okay, it looks more like human. So now I'm gonna go over the details and fix them little by little. Extend it too. I'm just smudging it down to get the right color, you know? There we go. Wow, couldn't tell, right? Looking from afar, I think her cheeks are too red, in my opinion. So I'm kind of brushing it, blending it out to make it less red. Just chill out a little. What is there to blush about? There we go. She looks better, in my opinion. You wanna see comparison? Boom, boom. Except I think that made her face a bit bigger because losing all the shadow on the side. Honestly, she looks fine to me, but if we want to keep that same contour, we go onto the multiply layer that we did for the forehead and just give her some contour. That's it. Simple as that. Erase the edges. Crazy, right? Let me add some outline to it. Let me fix the nails a little. This one is way too far away from where I should start. I'm also removing the highlight so I can add it later too. I'm gonna use white again. I don't know how this gonna turns out actually. I'm not good at adding highlights to nails, so... Oh, see? Told ya. I really should have a reference next to me so I know what the hell I'm doing, but no, not today. Oh, down here too, don't forget that. So this is how she looks like. What I'm doing is that I just add some... I make this one a bit bigger. I'm thinking of adding a brighter shade of this thing here. This one isn't even. I mean, it's like crooked. Put it in the middle. And let's see. Okay, moment of truth. Close your eyes. Don't look. This is before. This is bam after. What do you think? Let me know. Actually, I'm not done. I just noticed something. There we go. Done.